Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance, where we attempt to beat the game without killing anyone, while not using any weapons or armor. At the end of the last part, we were riding to Neuhof with Captain Bernard, but we abandoned him to buy some drip, and he is not happy. Asking around, we find that the bandits fled north, and we find these two. I knocked the bandit out and called Bernard to finish him off. This guy was injured by Ginger's hoofpick, and now he's missing. These two bandits are hunting him, so I knock one out and disarm him in case he wakes up. Then I have a brawl with the other one, and it was much closer than it needed to be. Turns out though that they both need to be dead in order to progress, so I call Bernard to finish them off. Ginger leads us to Auschwitz, where our lead has already been murdered. But first things first, I learned to read because why not? Now, I could do Father Godwin's quest to progress, but I wanted to find out what happens if you refuse. If you ask the bailiff, he tells you that you can find out more from the Black Book of Rati. After buying some ointment for the scribe, were led to Hinek in Ladechko. While asking around there, I found these two bandits in the tavern. These are the same guys that attack you when you find Riki. I thought it was best to handle them right now. I found out while testing that the villagers are hostile to them if you start a fight, but they will also arrest you for disturbing the peace. This is helpful as I can't kill them myself. At exactly 6 in the evening, they both get up and start walking back to their camp. Once they had walked a fair distance away from the village, I hit one of them to draw aggro and kited them back to the village, where the locals killed them for me. After that, I found Riki and took him to Rati. While looking for his friend Timmy, I get ambushed by Morcock and his boys. I lied to them and sent them to Rati and took out the man they left with me. Timmy told us the location of their camp and we need to scout it out before we can attack. But first, I needed to train. I went to Rati and practiced fighting unarmed with Bernard. That went less than ideally, as I often suffered damage to my health from his hits, but I was gaining strength XP, which was essential. While healing up, I had certain key realizations about fighting unarmed. First, that my jab attack was really fast. Fast enough that the AI would try and fail to dodge backwards and often get hit. Second, that it was in fact easier to defend against opponents while unarmed, as I could not be Master Strike, but I was able to perfect block them. So I went back to train with Bernard, this time choosing long swords and putting mine away. I learned that the best strategy was to force my opponent into a corner so he couldn't keep dodging and lay into him with my jabs. I was confident enough in my abilities that I took the perk that increases charisma and reduces strength, for an effective strength stat of 6. I was ready to fight Runt. But before that we have to scout the camp. I did that by the Leroy Jenkins method of full sending it across the camp. I did not even get detected. Now to the battle. I mostly kept my distance, relying on my allies to win the fight, but I did help once in a while. I lost some health, but I healed it up with some marigold decoction. Now, the moment you were all waiting for, the big boss fight with Runt. This was my first and only attempt, and though I thought I could have done things better, I'm satisfied with it. As you will see, I almost ended the fight quite early on, but because of a change in the elevation, he was able to recover his stamina. Then I lost momentum and almost the whole fight, but I brought it back in the end. I'll leave you now to enjoy this fight in all its glory.
God damn! Don't perdere! Missed. Way off. Go! Jesus Christ. I'm over here.
As we all know, the real boss of this game is not Runt, but Black Peter. So next time I will be going through the entire tournament without weapons or armor. I hope I'll see you then.